Hello, brothers and sisters. Let me ask you this. Have you ever felt that the weight of this world has been upon your shoulder? Whether it's your personal life, your job, your children, anything that's weighing you down. Maybe you ever thought that even following God's commandments are so heavy and burdensome. Today, this is something that we're going to explore. And what will I told you? That there's a solution for this. That God's commandments are not really hard. And we can transform this heaviness, this burdensome, to something that is easy and joyful to be fulfilled. Something good? Yes. I am talking to every one of us over here. Whether you are a believer that is new, a believer that has been following God all throughout your life, coming back to God right now, there's really something that we're gonna learn today, something vital that we can learn, and something that we can put some knowledge and lesson upon. Today, we're gonna explore a lesson that's from 1 John chapter 5, verse 1 to 3. In this passage, Apostle John reveals to us that loving God, loving others, and obedience to His commandments is not really burdensome, but instead, this is a path to true freedom, fulfillment, and joy. We will dig in deeper on how this Word of God will empower us to live up God's commandments, and doing so with ease and joy and not really as heavy as we think. This transformation happens through understanding and embracing the love of God and His commandments and the manifestation of this in our lives. By the end of this message, I pray that every one of us will experience and be empowered to embrace God's commandments with renewed spirit, with joy and peace, and that we will change our mind to think that this heavy load that we think are not so, but instead these commandments are life-giving guidance that brings us closer to God and others. We will learn that following God's commandments and walking with the Lord, with our fellow believers, are not that heavy. It is not burdensome, but you will find joy in doing this. We will start and begin by looking in a broader context on how we can love God, we can love others, and how to obey God's commandments. This will help us shape our ability to love God and others. And this is something that we should really learn. We'll discuss the general principles and lay out what Apostle John told us and teach us on how to apply this in our daily life. Now let's dig deeper and learn more about what I'm talking about. Let's specify how these commandments are joyful to follow and how these commandments are easy to follow with God's help. So let's dig into the message right now.